Hello and welcome to channel Duello. In this video, I'll be talking about something different in the Gwent game. In fact, this is not gameplay related at all. I'm going to be talking about an expansion set created by Witcher World fans. These guys belong to Team Duello, they're Turkish players, but their love for Witcher universe is tremendous. I'm really amazed by what they did here. They really love Witcher universe, books, games, and particularly Gwent. I'm sure they started with a couple of, custom cards, but I think it got bigger and bigger. Now they have more than 60 custom cards designed. This is a hobby, so we know that these cards will not be implemented in the game, but it's nice and fun, something different from the game itself. So I wanted to share this information with you guys, and I hope you appreciate their effort, because there's a lot of effort and labor put into this job. So I really admire what they do, and I wish we had a way to play the Gwent game in like a custom mode or something. You can play your custom cards with your friends. I wish they had a mode like that. Anyhow, what about this set? The name of the set is Gwent Once Upon a Time in the Continent. As you see, we have a custom logo here, and we have representations of each faction in this logo, so it's really cool. I like it. And for each faction, there are some new mechanics and some forgotten mechanics, brought back to life, or supported, and some of the cards were reworked to make them better, and some totally new mechanics and features. So let's talk about them one by one, but I'm not gonna go over the cards individually, just faction by faction. For Northern Realms, we have siege engines and charge. Well, charge mechanic, yeah, I mean, we use charge, but it's not the main theme of the faction. So our guys decided to add more charge themed cards and a leader ability to support them. With Nilfgaard, we already have spies, but in addition to that, they added bribe and treachery mechanics to the mix, and a coin mechanic called Florence. It's really interesting, and they make really Nilfgaard similar to Syndicate. For Squirtle, well, traps is a forgotten mechanic by CDPR. So they decided to, if someone wants to play traps, let's give them a shot. And reinforce some of the existing trap cards, and added a leader ability to support traps, and added some more legendary cards. For Skellige, it's really interesting, a new mechanic called clans. As you know, there are clans in Skellige, and there are some particular cards that benefit from having different clans on the board. It's really cool, I like it. And in addition to that, we have self-damage mechanic. Self-damage is, again, in this game, but it's not supported well enough, so there are several cards that support self-damage as well. For monsters, it's all about vampires. Vampires are cool, and we want to see more of them in each game if possible. So in Gwent, yeah, we have some vampires, but it is unfortunately a kind of weak mechanic. Well, we have Oriana themed decks, and we have leader ability to support that as well. But our guys decided to make them better, such as the Bloodthirst mechanic. No, not Bloodthirst, Bloodlust mechanic. Let's not mix it up with Skellige. Bloodlust mechanic is dependent on the number of bleeding units on the opposite side. So that's how it works. So if there are a certain number of bleeding units, you will benefit from Bloodlust ability, something like that. And for Syndicate, there is a treasure mechanic, which can allow you to go over 9 coins. And with excessive coins, you can play a bronze Syndicate card, Syndicate crime card, I guess, from your deck. And gang category is similar to clans. Well, there are gangs in Syndicate, different gangs. So if you have some of the gangs in the game, you benefit from the abilities of those, such as like that. And let's go over the evolving cards for each faction quickly. No, not the evolving cards, the leader abilities. We have Treasure Hunt leader ability, which is related to treasure ability. Stalking Shadows that support traps. Immolation supports self-damage ability. Siege Crew supports charge mechanic. Shady Politics gives spice status to enemy units and then boosts them. But after you use the abilities, you have a unit that benefits from boosted enemies. And then finally, for vampires and monsters, a Night to Remember leader. You can play spawn and play Bruxa, and for every card with Bloodlust ability requires one less Bloodlust to trigger. So it's all about Bloodlust in this leader ability. And for evolving cards, we have Fall Tests in 3 forms, totally compatible with siege engines, and you can spawn and play Bombardment, spawn Reinforced Ballista. It looks a bit overpowered, although, but the evolving card names are kind of funny. Foltos Hedonists, Siege Master, and Snobbish Prince is the first form. These are all, well thought cards. Emir is the evolving card for Nilfgaard. He supports the Floran mechanic. Emir van Emre, White Flame dancing on its enemy's grave. Other forms. Cursed Prince is the first form. Iorveth is the evolving card for Scoia'tael. Obviously, he supports traps. He transforms traps to Elven Deadeyes, which sounds cool. Ceres is the chosen evolving leader for Skellige, and her abilities, there is a different card for Ceres as well, that unifies clans. That's something different. You should check it out. By the way, you can find the link here, so if you're interested, you can click on this link, drivegoogle.com, and see all of the cards. They are shared with all the world, so you can check them out. I totally recommend if you like this kind of thing. Back to Ceres, daughter of Krak. When Ceres is played, she spawns Great Shield Maiden this time. And when Shield Maiden takes damage, you damage a random enemy unit by 1. And her third form is the best one, obviously. She heals units, I guess. Detlef is the chosen card for monsters. Detlef Unsung, Detlef Lovestruck Freak, and Beast of Bukalair, I guess. It's pronounced like that, I hope. And he gives bleeding to enemies, and naturally will support Bloodlust mechanic. And finally, Dijkstra Spymaster. Dijkstra supports treasure mechanic, and also he gets coins for you. Order gain a coin, and you have 3 charge for the first form, but for the final form you have 5 charges. Looks pretty cool, I guess. As you see, these guys really did a tremendous job, in my opinion. Obviously they don't have the chance to test in the game, so it's really hard to decide whether they're too powerful or too weak. So we don't have that luxury. But as I said, it's a love letter to Witcher Universe and Gwent. So I really liked what they did. That's why I wanted to share this with you. And I hope you guys like that too. And I will provide the link below, so you can hit that link and check out more. Well, this website is Turkish, but as you see, the card designs are in English, so that won't be a problem for non-Turkish viewers. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in another Duello video. Bye bye.